Yo, can you hear me, man?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What's good, man?
Brad, how are you?
I'm great. I love that this is happening today because it's finally done. The logo is finished. Can you recall like some of our initial like conversations?
You had described just giving the feeling of someone going through something and sort of capturing visually the idea of the show and someone sort of coming into something and coming out the other side like we all have, right? Like going through obstacles and things like that. I really didn't know where I was going to take it. I think the funniest anecdote that you remember was how you specifically said, I don't want anything real obvious, definitely no tunnel. And it was funny because I was talking to my girlfriend at the time about this new project and the idea, and she goes, "Oh, you should do a tunnel." And it was so funny. And so I was kind of like, from there, like, how can we make this more abstract? Of course, we tried a few different things. I had fun with the initial sketch phase, trying different things with like lettering and drawing lines through things and stuff like that. It was really fun. Then, of course, that fateful day, I remember the moment and I was like, I want to do something tribal or something like that. It looked completely different than what I normally make. And I think you liked it. And you were like, can you do something sort of like this? Or maybe like this, but maybe a maze. Um, and like immediately the dots connected in my head.
That email chain, it starts mid-September, and essentially after like the first week of us interacting, it just goes dead. Man, all the ideas are straight text from then on until like literally maybe like 2 days ago when you start sending me like final files.
I've seen like sort of documentation of how like Virgil Abloh talks about how he used to work, you know what I mean? And he would show screenshots of WhatsApp sketches on, by hand and, laying things over each other like in different programs and sending it over through text. And um, it's kind of just like a collage, more of a less rigid sort of process, creative process. To be able to work in that manner was cool, and like you would even send like little sketches on top of what I did and say, hey, can you change this over there? Can you do this?
Yeah.
I totally got it and it worked.
The coolest version of this idea is not the one I think that we landed on. The one that I love, 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 and it's sad to see it go, was the one where the word through it was actually a part of the maze.
Once we worked the maze for a while, we had kind of gotten to a point where we were like, okay, I think this is it, right? Like it looked like we knew it looked dope. And I think that kind of stopping point for me was when I was like, okay, this is it. I reluctantly, simplified it using text, straight text. But once I did that though, it felt very refreshing and very freeing because it was like, oh, okay, some of that clutter is gone. You know what I mean? Like this is it hits straight home. We get it. You still see the maze. It made sense. I could see it like I texted you. I was like, I could see this on a t-shirt. You know what I mean? And it felt like a logo and not just a cool graphic.
Man, you're dope. I can't wait to recommend you to somebody else. If people want to find your work and they find you in your work.
Website is okny.co. You can find me on Instagram. That's okny.
Beyond a mission accomplished, which is great and awesome and priority number one. Ideally, you walk away from it being like, oh, I definitely want to work with Marcus again, like because cool person, the experience was good overall, and you a cool dude. I told you I had a good feeling from the time I saw that area code. I was like, okay, we got one from the hometown. But hopefully, he doesn't let me down in that regard, and you certainly didn't. This experience is everything that um, ideally you would want from a creative relationship, in that, like, I'm excited to be able to call upon you again. So really and truly, just thank you. I couldn't have, I can't. It's impossible at this point to think of, a better experience that I could have had creatively, and just the interaction overall. So, you know, much appreciation to you. I will continue this journey as a friend and as a follower. Just look out for more really dope work from you. And yeah, let's link soon.
We'll definitely link soon. I want to definitely quickly say thank you to you as well, man. And it definitely makes me feel good to know that that you enjoyed the process, and I'm really looking forward to the show. You know, from what I've seen from the idea, and I know you shot some stuff already. I love the idea, and I can't wait to see not just the logo being used, in that context, but just the content itself. So as a fan, also, we'll continue the journey. And yeah, I'm here. I'm here when you need me, man. You got the
No
number,
doubt.
202, baby.
Yes, sir. 202 to a 301. Take care. Much love. I'll talk to you later, man. Peace.
Peace. Later. What's going on? This is Marcus Hedgpeth, graphic designer of the Through It logo.
Nice.